It's not like he wants to kill.
To be inspired, break down the idea and concept behind it.
To be inspired. So the name of it came from basically me wanting to be an inspiration to others. One of my biggest goals is to inspire someone. Also, it's just a token of my appreciation to the golden years, or the golden eras, the 70s, 80s, 90s. They just really played a big part in my life, from the way I dress, music, the music I listen to, and also the creative ideas, basically, like the editorial shoots and things like that.
So you're 22, right?
22, yes.
Where does someone find the inspiration to reintroduce the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s to a generation who wasn't even alive at that point for the most part?
Good question. I don't know. It's just in me. Like, it's just in me, and I just want to share who I am with the world.
Okay. Well, how did you want to impact you? Like, what did you hope to accomplish from this, as far as like reintroducing this stuff to people that are so young?
Just for them to appreciate the years before us, and also to be inspired. Yeah.
Okay. There were 5 shoots, correct?
Yes.
Did you have a personal favorite?
My personal favorite.
And why?
I love them all, but maybe I would say the one with model Gabrielle. It was my favorite because of, one, the pictures came out beautiful, and 2, just the power behind the photos. It just captured that essence of a black woman.
And that's the one you shared with me, correct?
Yes.
Which was also my favorite, which brings the question to me: how important is black representation in your photography? Like showing a dark-toned woman with an afro and pretty much displaying that is still beautiful in a world where, you know, people may think opposite or may treat us different.
Right. It's very important to me. I love my people. So for me to be able to creatively show us is very important to me.
Any expectations for this? Like, are you hoping that something will come from it? We'll start with you personally. Like, what do you hope to come from this as far as you?
Personally, for me to just grow. I want this show to open doors for me. And I feel like my editing has gotten a little better. So after the show, I just want to level up and do bigger and better things.
How was this, the shoots for this exhibition different from anything you've ever done before? Like, was there a different feeling? Was there a different type of stress level? Like anything of that nature?
Definitely more stressful because it was for a certain thing. But I feel like the energy behind these shoots different because, one, I had more people on set with me. It's usually just me. So having more people to interact with and, you know, maybe to get their creative perspective on things. A lot. It's like, it feels good, you know, not just to be by myself creating alone, having other people around me.
So it'll be on your birthday, February 4th, correct?
Yes.
And you're only turning 23 and you're already doing, you know, such amazing things. Where does someone so young find, you know, that passion and love and that sense of urgency to, like, I'm gonna do what I want to do while I'm here?
Just the want to be happy, to be honest. Like, I'm really big on my happiness, and I don't want to be stuck. I wouldn't say stuck, but I don't want to do something that doesn't fulfill myself. So being able to create every day and make people happy or inspire someone, it's a good feeling.
As far as leaving school to become a full-time photographer, pretty much choosing your own route, you know, something that's not promised, was your family supportive of that?
She might kill me for saying this, but I remember when I quit my job, when I didn't go back to college and I got a job and I quit and wanted to do photography, my mom, of course, she wasn't really supportive of it. She was like, well, you have to have a plan. You can't just quit and not have a plan. But eventually she became supportive. Of course, she's my #1 fan now. But yeah, I did have those unsupportive people, but you know, they're here now. And it was a good unsupportive. It wasn't like, oh, you can't do it, but it's just like, well, do you have a plan?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, 2.5 years in, right? As far as shooting?
Something like that, yeah.
What is your greatest accomplishment? Something that you're most proud of that you've done?
This show. Definitely this show. Having something to, well, all my footage I can look back on, but having something that I put together myself and to be like, okay, I did this. It's like it's a very proud thing for me.
Last but not least, what is the end goal for Dymond Jewell as a photographer, as a human being, as a younger sibling, as an aunt? Like, what do you want out of life?
To be happy, to be content, to be filled with love and joy, and to be